Hello guys, welcome to another trade recap. Today we got a beautiful level break again, and this one got me a little nervous, but we need to try to stop like we did previously. And I guess this is just a prime example of why our stop needs to be where it needs to be, and we just need to trust the system, like I mentioned, like in previous recaps. So let me just go ahead and explain why I was actually looking for this idea over here. And initially, actually, I was looking for shorts, so I was seeing the overnight price kind of like overextended from overnight, and price was on this area over here was like around 8:30, like around this area, and I was like, okay, so we keep pushing higher. It might be interesting if we can probably find a pullback to overnight. Maybe we can have this market open and maybe a double break short back to overnight. And actually, the pullback that I was looking for happened at open, so that was good. And then I was okay, maybe we can find some longs over here. Let's see if the market doesn't rebound without us, you know what I mean? So actually we ended up having a double break long, and I was really I guess confident in this trade, just because when pretty much when I saw the opening range form and I saw the Bay Area low, I was like, bet bro, we're gonna break into Bay Area low. And also I was looking like to see this specifically. um so I was looking for price to push past a little bit Valeria low and then bounce from there, close above New York, and then we go long. That was the main idea I was looking for. And this gray box that I have over here is actually a fair value gap. So I was like, bet bro, this is like a prime area for looking for a bounce. So this might be a really good opportunity. So I ended up taking this long on this candle over here. I didn't took it as soon as we broke, just because we had the overnight in the New York overlapped. So I ended up just waiting a couple seconds, and then I got long over here in this candle. And yeah, we almost got stopped on this, and I guess that I was mentioning at the start of the video, it's just like we need to trust or stop, and she just holds perfectly. It's a deep pullback. We have seen these deep pullbacks on double breaks recently. Well, quote unquote recently, I think since last month we have seen these pullbacks like get kind of crazy, especially on NQ, bro. On NQ, the pullbacks on the double breaks are kind of crazy. We ended up just pretty much closing this trade on this area over here. And this is like the wall, quote unquote, the wall on price that we rejected previously. So as soon as we got into the wall, I pretty much closed the trade. I was already sitting on this double break for an hour, pretty much. So I was like, you know what, bro? Let me just exit this trade over here. Pretty much like 15 minutes. So I was like, you know what, bro? Let me just exit this trade over here on our Friday, already in profit. So I pretty much ended up just closing the trade on this area over here, and ended up missing like on 4 points, which is pretty much fine, bro. I know a lot of people actually held for the opening range high, but I was just happy to take my green, bro. Slowly healing my accounts back, so that's good. And yeah, I actually ended up actually joining on my other account on this candle over here. I ended up joining on my Lucid, that I'm currently trading, because the one that is in profit, it's on standby right now for the copy trading. So I ended up joining on the Lucid over here, and pretty much I closed all the accounts on what's been took this swing highs over here. And yeah, now let me show you guys the thing that I was looking for in NQ. And actually, NQ was a guy, well, I guess the index that was actually holding us back, bro. So this is the markup that I have on NQ. I was planning to take the double break on NQ on my Lucid though. I was looking for that double break here. And that just happened over here. But I would just wanted to, well, first of all, when I didn't took the double break here because I was already in my ES trade over here. So once we had the break over here, it was at 10:47. So I was already on that trade on my Lucid. So I was like, you know what, bro, I'm already like on this trade. I'm not gonna like open another position. It doesn't really make sense. So also, I do prefer this trade over here. The reason for that is because I did not like the point of control. Actually, I had a note over here. I was not a big fan that point of control is on our way on this level break. Pretty much we're in the middle, right, of this range that we form at open. So I was not a big fan of it. So that was the other reason I just decided to join on ES over here at 10:22, and I did not wait for NQ to actually perform the double break. And if, let's say, hypothetically speaking, if I took the double break on NQ, I'm most likely gonna just target point of control, bro, and the overnight. I'm not gonna like push it all the way to open range high or body area high, just because point of control has been a really important level for me recently. I just been like it's like really strong recently based on previous markups that I have. So this most likely will have me the trade if I took double break on NQ. Now this is a markup that I left open, just because I left the desk when I did the markup of this. So the idea was pretty much following the idea of the double break pushing higher, because ES was also pushing higher. And the other thing, I was seeing that we pretty much already closed above New York previous days, and also we closed above overnight, and we were at point of control. And I know most likely it's better to have like an entry, something like this. But I just left this idea over here, and the idea was pretty much okay. So we're bouncing bottom area low. The next target, if we're gonna hold point of control, is gonna be bottom area high. So this was the full idea, pretty much take the trade on point of control on the bounce. Maybe you can argue, and I think it's totally valid, and I think it's also a better idea to probably just look for that trade on this candle over here, or on this closure up over here, just because we already like push past. Well, we broke point of control overnight, we tested, push back again from that level, so that might be a better entry for NQ. So using point of control, using bottom area low or stop, and we're gonna target bottom area high. So you're following the price rotation on the volume profile on the previous days, by the way, volume profile. I think we can have this idea over here and actually can being a winner. So just something I've been watching, and I think I have some examples like this. If I'm not mistaken, like 2-3 weeks ago. So this time I think it was another example that we most likely can use, or volume profile to find this type of traits. And yeah, this was the idea that I marked up on NQ. And after that, pretty much since it's Friday, it was my day off. I was just like, you know what, bro, I'm already agreeing on this. Peace out. It's Friday. Let's just take a chill pill, rest, do our markups, do our journaling, and just come back and get on Monday. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all the ideas that I have for this day, and the trade that I had. Oh, oopsie doopsie. The trade that I had on ES. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend, and I hope you guys are actually learning from your trading, do your markup, do your journaling, and I hope you were able to find some value on my explanation and on my markup that I have over here. And also, by the way, I'm posting my markups and my executions first on X. So if you like to just have like the full image with notations, I guess with more Zoom or why not, you can probably just go to my X. You're gonna find every trade that I take on my accounts. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a nice rest of your day, and see you guys on Monday. Take care.